Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you doing? Welcome to me and Benjo's tarot card reading and drawing. Maybe I'll get the drawing in this week. I don't know. Filmed on camera. Benjo is the tarot card puppy. Benjo is head to in his treat. I just gave him that I very much enjoys. Anyway, welcome. It is around a little before 7:30 p.m. here in San Antonio, Texas. In case you're wondering, um, it's Tracy's birthday weekend, so we have plans up in the air. So I said, you know what? I have the time. I'm just gonna make the tarot card video today instead of tomorrow or Sunday. Because I like making these tarot card videos. You know, Benjo likes making them too. Not tarot card video. Anyway, welcome. Happy whatever time it is today. It is evening here at San Antonio. I've got my iced coffee, very yummy. And as you can tell, we're going to do the Dragon Tarot today. As you can tell, if you're looking at the screen, sometimes I watch YouTube videos and I don't watch the video, but I just listen. I have the Dragon Tarot deck out today. I'm thinking we're going to do the Crow Tarot spread with the Dragon Tarot. Why not? But anyway, I'm starting to think instead of a tarot card makeup, might be my go-to makeup. So just take out the eyebrows and then put on some glitter. It is getting later. I do have my lamp plugged in, so I might turn on my lamp at some point in time during this video. I imagine if so, it's be during the drawings. In case you're wondering. But anyway, welcome, happy summer. It is summer in San Antonio, Texas, in case you didn't know. We're in the high 80s and the low 90s. And the trajectory is only going to get hotter from here. So happy summer. It's Taurus season. I said, what is this season? Tracy is a Taurus. So, Earth element. I think also Venus. Venus and Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. Or Taurus ruling planet is Venus. I think they're a fixed sign. There's fixed, mutable, and cardinal. There's 3 signs. Or no, 3, I don't know, modes? I don't know what you call it. But anyway, Gemini is indeed a mutable sign, which I think is interesting. I have a lot of retrograde elements in my chart, my birth chart, not my everyday chart, my natal chart. Which in some astrology is maybe not the best sign. Benjo, what are you doing? Benjo, or Gypsy ate some Benjo's peanut butter. I forgot to get him some more. Anyway, Benjo got a bath today. Yes, you did. You got a bath. He's looking at me. Anyway, I think anyway, it's Taurus season. I know a lot about Gemini, and I just kind of want to tell you just what I know. But that aside, It is a summer, Gemini is a summer season sign, but anyway, it is Taurus season, officially, I think. And they're a fixed sign, which I think is the opposite of mutable. Beijo. What is it? Anyway. Beijo. I think a fixed is very much is appropriate with the Taurus sign, Taurians. I don't know what you call them, but they are earth element. They're down to earth. They're realists. They're practical. They can be seen as stubborn to others, but they might not say that they are stubborn. Just practical and down to earth. Taurus the Bull. If you feel like sharing what you know about a fixed Taurus sign, by all means, feel free to enter that into the conversation. But anyway, with that being said, we are down to earth going to do the Crow Tarot, which is the bird tarot card spread. So I hope that's okay. Doing bird down to earth. And you know, all this practicality and stuff. You know, it's also funny about Taurus is that they're also ruled by Venus, which is a part of their sign. Is they can be very like passionate. You would think, well, isn't that Mars passionate? Well, Mars is a different, and Venus is a little bit more like I hate to say like they're sensual, but they're just like they might not be sensual themselves in their personalities, but as far as like knowledge and what they kind of are, like their north node, moon north node, there's something that is knowledge and awareness, I guess, consciousness. Of this kind of sensuality of things. And I'm guessing that's thanks to Venus, their ruling planet, Taurians. So, fun fact. Taurians are very much down to earth, and also included in that is, I guess, the human body. So I would guess that the Taurus is very much like the Pentacles. Maybe not in the Dragon Tarot, but in maybe a different tarot deck. The Dragon Tarot, the Pentacle or coins is definitely very much business oriented, which is also Taurians too. But anyway, Taurus season work minded. I think Virgos are also considered work-minded, but I would say they're very much detail-oriented. Might get lost in the details, and whereas maybe the Taurus might not. So, anyway, just sit down with me now. You know how to tell bitch. Oh, with that being said, we're very down to earth, a lot of earthy stuff. I know I have tea tree oil. I like cedar, pine. I think musk smells very earthy. I have this vetiver and cardamom. I think that smells very earthy. Yeah. I just smell it because I've already used the candle. I should ask my mom for some for my birthday. Anyway, with that being said, here we are, Dragon Tarot. Oh, a squirrel. See, we have a squirrel and a lion here. So those squirrels are very earthy. I don't know what other they could be.
It was like Camp Campbell during watching Scream. I would have been there like that.
Um, so anyway, I guess we can go ahead and get our a tarot card reading started. You ready, tarot card reading? He's laying down in his bed, his new bed, which is Gypsy's hanging down bed, but still new to him nonetheless. He likes his little area. It's very size appropriate for him in the area. Every time I'm just like, I wish there could be like a little camera on banjo too, so I could just check in, see what tarot somewhere, so I could check in and see what the tarot card Poker Banjo's doing. He's so relaxing. Okay, let me just shuffle a little bit more. I feel like shuffling more, I don't know. I've been getting kind of the same cards, so just gonna make sure we kind of shuffle. So if I get the same cards, then I guess it's like not an accident by chance. Okay. You, okay. Whatever you did, I hope it worked. All right. You ready, Benji? I'll pull a card for Benji too. He's been such a good puppy. Okay. The Knight of Cups. Reverse. An emotionally sensitive man. How about you? Why are you giving this to us today? Okay, so we have an emotionally sensitive type of solar vibe, says Banjo, which makes sense. He's an Aquarius, so has been very in tune with emotions. I guess a Taurus season, we can also be in tune with the people's emotions that they're sharing, like the solar energy. And maybe just kind of if people are not sharing their emotions, it's a bit more lunar kind of energy, then maybe just leave it. That's fine. How many? Okay. All right. Oh no. Sorry, look at that card. My iced coffee is getting warm. 1 second. Okay. Put a coaster under my iced coffee. Hopefully that solves the problem. I saw it was a sword, but I didn't see which sword it was. The card that I looked at, and you saw me. So we'll just get to it when we get to it. How about that? All right, y'all ready? Oh no. 1 second. Okay. My iced coffee is turning against me right now. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my cards. But anyway, it is what it is. These are my tarot cards. If they happen to be a little vintage, that's fine, I guess. Anyway, Our heart energy is the devil reversed today, but fear not. This devil card here in these dragon tarot, has a bit of a different meaning than the other tarot decks, thankfully so. But with that being said, nonetheless, I would say that this is a temporary heart energy. Is a very major card. Let's see here. The Great Red Dragon. Okay, so we have a spider's web and then we have a chain. A spider's web suggestive of intrigue and lies, and a chain suggesting limitations that we create for ourselves and others. And this is very interesting considering the Tarsus season reversed. The major arcana deck cards here in the Dragon Tarot have a reverse meaning, and the reverse meaning for the Devil card is a blocked sexual energy. This is very interesting. I think a lot of the times we hear that statement, blocked sexual energy, and there's a negative, and probably for a lot of things. But this is very interesting, I think, associated here with the Devil card. I guess there are different ways to interpret this. However, I always try to look at things half full, and as far as his symbolism, I really like this a spider's web with this chain. You can kind of see right here, you got the spider's web and then the chain over there. I think that brings a lot of interesting energy. So a good thing, this is temporary for our heart energy. As far as blocked sexual energy, trying to focus on the positive. A battle has taken place. It's the Great Red Dragon. Red is often associated with maybe your first chakra, your root chakra, which is very much a Taurus situation, right? Very earthy, the down to earth type situation. The lies and stuff like that is obviously not good. I would say this is very Angel, no sir. I would say this is very probably not the lies that like we tell ourselves like subconsciously. I hate to say the lies that we tell ourselves. That sounds so like who would do that? But I think that this is a maybe like the web. We can be the spiders, and then the web can be the lies. I don't know. We're like surrounded by lies. So maybe it could be something like that. Like I said, with this Dragon Tarot, I think the Devil card has a very different meaning than the other cards. What else? And limitations. So, yeah, this is very interesting. I would say it's temporary. As far as anything further than that, I'm not too sure. Maybe we'll have to see the other cards. Yeah. So let's see. Our present is a platform for the future. The Death card upright. I really like this card too. And this card is very interesting, and also another card that is different with the Dragon Tarot than with other tarot decks. This death card here in the Dragon Tarot upright is you should be very conscious about the time that we have here. It's right here, this little sand thing, I don't know what you call it. This kind of new beginnings, rebirth, this kind of egg here, I think is very interesting and a lot of contrasts. You've got the death here, but you have this one egg here, and not even hatched yet. I'm gonna have to look at the book 1 second. An hourglass, that's what it's called. This is very interesting. 1 second. Okay. Gotta sip some coffee. It's getting a little warmer in my room. Anyway, I tell my I have the worst quality of the stuff. Whenever it's cold in the heat, I have the least amount of heat, and whenever it's hot, I have the least amount of cool air. But anyway, the clearing away of negative influences, negative conditions, in order to make way for new, more positive influences. All life must go from one form to another. This is a very, let's say spiritual, but maybe even like scientific, right? Newton's energy can either be created or destroyed. This is very interesting here. I really like this death card. This is kind of like a shedding of a snake. This is a death card today for us this week. I think this is very interesting considering our heart energy as the reverse devil card. This is instead of symbolizing like maybe in the Crow Tarot, the devil card symbolizes like addiction, violence, and bondage. I think this devil card can represent something that's quite challenging. Maybe this lies and deception and limitations is very interesting, especially considering this is a major arcana deck card. So yeah, I would say we have our heart energy in a place that's just really ready to take on any sort of challenges that there are. Not just any sort of challenge, like the very serious challenges. Um, yeah. And presently, as a platform for our future, it seems like things are going to go really well. We have this death upright card and a clearing away of negative conditions, I guess, the spider web and the gene. Which is really great considering this devil card is our temporary heart energy. So we seem to be very prepared for whatever challenge that we have. And we feel very passionate about it. This is very important to us. So let's see our advice or something that's holding us back. And the Three of Coins. This is something that's our advice. And the Three of Coins upright is learning new skills and abilities. Isn't that great? So with all of this stuff, challenges you would think that would require a lot of experience in order to have this situation. But it's good that we still have the advice of learning a new stuff. Anyways, let's see our head hopes and fears. The Ace of Wands reversed. This is interesting. New beginnings. It's reversed today, and I hate to say that it says something negative. I think maybe it's just something reversed. A bit of a question about it, if these are new beginnings, or maybe this has something to do with this is the wand element. I really like this card. It's in a little laboratory studying. But anyway, we have it reversed today. So there's something about this in new beginnings. I think this is very interesting. I'm wondering if this is has anything to do with some sort of lunar energy. Sorry, it's warm in my room, like I keep telling you. Our hopes and fears and our lunar energy. This might be might be a fear, but it might not be ours. I think there's a lot of like knowledge and experience, not just knowledge and stuff, but the knowledge that specifically is with experience. This new beginnings reversed is very interesting. I think sometimes maybe this new beginnings situation is might be misunderstood by people. They might be hesitant to go forward with new beginnings. They might like this. At least here in this week's tarot card reading, they might appreciate and like and this reversed spider web and chain here, this blocked sexual energy. I just think that's interesting as far as new beginning. I don't know. The reverse devil card is a blocked sexual energy, but anyway, this new beginnings. I think maybe either people this card might be here, not necessarily because it's our fear, but I think if there's anything negative about this card, I think it might be maybe our adversary's fear. Again, our challenge that is very dear to our hearts. We're very passionate about this challenge, and it's quite a challenge. That's we have really given like 100% to. Um, so I would say this is the worst case scenario. This Ace of Wands reversed is a fear of our adversary or of others that are a part of the challenge that we have for our temporary heart energy. There's something about new beginnings that they don't like. Whatever it could be. We have the hourglass here. Maybe they don't use their time wisely. I guess it could be a lot of things, but there's something about this in new beginnings, and I'm thinking is their fear, and I'm thinking it has something to do with this spider web representing lies, and this chain of limiting beliefs or others. But as far as looking at this Ace of Wands very positively, I think this might be have something to do with our challenge that we have in our temporary heart energy. It is the reverse devil card, and this is the reversed Ace of Wands. Aces usually represents the purity of the element and the beginning, and the element in its simplest form. So this might also be a hope, just because the position of this reversed devil card is here. And wand, of course, is fire, travel, spirituality, ideas, and stuff like that. So it could just be also very positive and something that's really helpful in dealing with our challenge today that's in our heart energy. So let's just see our grounding energy. Ace of Cups. Well, we may have the Devil card reversed, but our head and our feet have a very pure situation going on. The Ace of Cups is emotional fulfillment. I'm pretty sure it's emotional fulfillment. Let me double check. Yeah, emotional fulfillment. Yeah, this is really great. We have a challenge, and I think we're very much wanting to have this challenge. It is with the Devil card, which again I really must emphasize it is a lot different than the Crow Devil card, but nonetheless it is the Devil, and it's very challenging. I don't know what the challenge is, but it's very we're very passionate about it. It has our temporary heart energy. I think that means we're willing to go the extra mile, and just in all all consuming, very passionate about this challenge that we have. But we have the present in our advice being extremely very positive. That's here to the left and right of this card, and then the top and bottom or the south is there's a lot of people driving by my window, walking right next to my window, so don't mind Gypsy, she's just barking at, it's busy in the neighborhood again. We have a very positive cards surrounding this our challenge today. So new beginnings and emotional fulfillment. So that's very positive. Yeah, the Ace of Cups is water, emotions, love, feelings, dreams, connection, maybe even psychic energy. And if you don't like the term psychic energy, then just like really in tune with the universe. So let's see our past. Eight of Coins reversed. This is interesting. Abilities, talents, and skills, abilities being displayed. This is very interesting. This is reversed. Okay, the craftsman at work, abilities being demonstrated. This is very interesting for our past card, and I think it's very interesting considering our heart energy. It's the reverse Devil card. It's the meaning of the reverse Devil card is blocked sexual energy. I think this is very interesting, especially considering all the cards are surrounding it. So this Eight of Coins reversed is this abilities are being demonstrated. The craftsman at work. It's very interesting because, like I say with the Dragon Tarot, the coins is strictly business oriented and related. There's no kind of overlap of maybe what the coins or the suit or the pentacle suit may mean in other tarot card decks. Here in this Dragon Tarot, this is a strictly business, which I think is very interesting considering we didn't get the Ace of Coins. We got the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups here. So in the past, we were very, very diligent with our business, very business-oriented career. Whatever that can mean for you. Why it's reversed today, I'm not really too sure. Maybe it could have been a situation where you were learning a lot of things and maybe not necessarily getting the accolades that go with that. Um, Maybe it's just the this wondering if maybe here with this heart energy there might be motivation, because maybe you feel like in the past you could have demonstrated your abilities and then been a little craftsman at work, but there were some setbacks, and maybe a contributing factor as to why you feel so passionately about whatever it is that is our challenge today. Um, so yeah, overall, I would say it's a positive card, and I think it's really interesting that it is the coins suit. So let's just see our external openings or uninvited energy, of which I saw the card kind of already. This a nine of swords. This is very interesting, reversed again. This nine of swords the swords are always quite challenging here in the Dragon Tarot. The sword is and the nine is isolation, the need to open up new channels of communication. This is a very interesting as far as our uninvited energy and external openings. Um, I like to think of it as a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more like this is maybe the universe has seen all of our stuff, and maybe the universe has something to add. And so maybe that could be our card here. Sometimes I like to think of things that way. Um, this is a very interesting, especially reversed. Um, Maybe this could be advice for whoever it is. So that's in our heart energy. That's very challenging. Um, we seem to have this challenge surrounded by really positive energy, and I would say how it's a structured, very successful. Whatever this endeavor is that is our challenge here. This this nine of swords is isolation and the need to open up new channels of communication. And maybe there's others that maybe feel the same way that we do, very passionate about whatever this challenge is, and maybe uh, uh, they just need to be notified of this challenge, and maybe it could be a really big help to whatever it is that we've got going on here, that is represented by this reversed devil card as our temporary heart energy. um, I'm gonna do part two. This is the last card in part two, so I'll see you on part two.